On a roll today. What is the Lord doing to me today? Habari Gani Ujima means for us to work together collectively and also responsibly. Okay? So today I'm bringing you all of this information, which is pouring down in my spirit of what's going on with the United States of America and Africa. Now, Africa is offended by Trump going and sanctioning African failed countries. Don't want them in the United States of America. Leaching and just bringing all of that stuff that they carry in from their own homeland and bringing it here to our soil and to trying to bring that into our culture here. We're not Africa, and whether you know it or not too many Americans, especially black Americans, travel a lot to Africa. Now, we do have some that do go over there to do business and try to find opportunities to make their business more international or whatever. I don't do international business with nobody because I ain't into the world, riches of the world that way. I'm more involved in the riches of who I am and my identity in Christ and the things that I'm supposed to do as far as for Him, but not for worldly gain or anything of that nature. So that really doesn't. This doesn't really affect me in no kind of way because I have never had any. I did one time have interest to visit Africa. I did, and I'm not going to sit there and lie. But God brought me a long way from that. Okay, it's truly God has showed me so much over the years. I'll be 60 on the 5th of January. So what I'm sharing here with you young people that watch my channel and even some of you old people that watch my channel, I'm sharing you my experience. I don't talk on things I really don't understand and I really don't know. Before I come to talk on things, I make sure I examine myself. I just don't throw anything out there, especially false information. I don't like doing false information at all. I have to have all the research and detail and even had to experience myself before I can really share this information. But now Africa wants to close their doors, their borders to Americans. Now I don't know if this means the black Americans or do it mean white Americans, but I think it's more black Americans because they like to be up in white spaces. They like white people. They like proximity to white people. They so offended now, but they'll be okay. White people ain't taking them serious at all because they don't have that in them to stay put in their country and going to need us before we need white America before white America will ever need any of them. Okay, because they kicking them out, don't want them here. They didn't come here to do anything but cause problems for the American people, especially towards Black America, because Black America is really truly the ones who want them out. Okay, to be honest with you, we don't want them here. White America don't really got a problem with you. To be honest with you, I think they would love for you to be here, but see, Black America is telling you to get the freak out. Okay, we're telling you to get the freak out. Not President Trump. He's hearing what we're saying and he's listening to us. We don't want you here. You got a failed country. You come here, and just the disrespect from you when you come here to Black America. All the work y'all could put in here in America, why y'all not putting that work in Africa and inviting us over and treating us to a good, place in your home or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You never, your house is your country's a shithole. First of all, you have more kids than the Lord allow. Okay, y'all believe in polygamy marriages where men go around banging every woman they can possibly bang, and y'all live in a male dominating culture where the woman ain't treated with no respect. Who wants that? At least here in America, women always get to win in the courthouse when it comes to child support, and that man will have to pay for his children, or he will be punished for it and do time in jail. In your country, they don't punish the men for what they do to women there. The woman is already ostracized, and she's already been out. Like if anybody says something bad about her, that in her village, she is considered to be like an outcast and mistreated in some type of way. No matter how many women he done banged up and had children with, she still don't get no fair treatment. Her heart doesn't really get that much. That's why they so mad and they want to be over here with us, or they want to replace us, because that's what they looking for. They looking so hard for it. They go with anything now. They go with the cat, the dog, the mouse, the whatever, just so that they can be loved. Because y'all do not love your people over there. Like the way you say you love, because the way you treat them is not love. They have to learn all of the things that they have to learn from us. Black Americans, we set the standard. Wash your dirty behinds. Get some deodorant. You stink. Your body odor. God invented deodorant. There is water to wash your behind. Look, I saw some African people showing their story on living in places in Africa. We got the internet here. So a lot of people on the internet from all different places of the world, they share their stories, how they life is living in their village. And I saw something that really, really upset my stomach. Okay, that I will not eat from African villages, go to Africa and eat from none of those foods out there in Africa. I just, from what I see on TV, this is real live stuff. They were eating outside because that's where they cooked their food. They was eating outside. Of course, they washed the food. They prepared the meals with all the herbs and all the spices or whatever, how they seasoned their foods. And the food looked pretty good. But some things were just so unhygienic. They're sitting there eating on the floor in the dirt, and they all sticking their hand in the food without washing their hands. Don't hear them say, let's go wash our hands before they dip their hands into one pot together and they all sitting there eating out of one pot. That is so nasty, so unhygienic. Germs, your hands are dirty. Then on top of that, being that they eat with their hands, you have to use your hands to toilet, to go to the potty. And one thing in our culture we're taught is for everything, wash your hands. When you use the bathroom and before you come out, wash your hands. This is something I teach in early life to my early educators. First things I teach them is to practice health and health and safety, okay? And one of the things about being healthy and safety is how we eat, how we clean ourselves around food. You should not be eating food without washing your your hands, and you sitting down eating food and sharing food. It's so nasty. It's so unhygienic. Who wants to be associated with that kind of culture, that kind of custom? That's not even civilized. You sit down and you eat with a knife and a fork, utensils. That's why God gave man the mind to actually invent utensils so we can eat like human beings and we can eat not like animals. And if you ever see these African people while they sitting down eating their food, do you truly want to identify with that culture? Because we didn't grow up eating like that. Black Americans, we ate. Only thing we'll probably eat with our hands, basically, if we pick it up and eat it, is chicken. because that's the only way you basically can eat chicken. But as far, I mean, you can eat it with a knife, but it just don't taste the same. It just won't work the same. I'm saying, but some foods like a hot dog, a hamburger, things, a pizza maybe, pizza, those kind of finger foods, French fries maybe. Some people might eat it with a toothpick. Some people still eat French fries with a little fork. They get a little fork and they eat it like that. Real cultured and whatever people, they will eat they from, but I like them eating from my, and, potato chips, things of that nature. But eating a whole meal out and everybody got their hands in the same dish, in the same pot, eating from it, it's so disgusting. And they didn't wash their hands. You don't even know if they used the bathroom and didn't wash their hands. I ain't see a toilet. I ain't see no water running. They live out in the village. They live in a hut. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that we don't share in common. Okay? And I doubt if I want to go to any country and eat anybody's food anyway, because it might do some harm to my system. And I'm very funny about eating foreign foods. I would eat it if I'm at somebody's house and they invite me over for dinner, and they share their foods with me, or they shared it at work or something like that. I might take a little taste and see if I like it or whatever. But other than that, I don't really indulge that much into foreign foods. I eat food that I know that is good for my health and my diet. I don't just go indulge it in all kind of different foods, because some foods just don't work with me. And especially when I have tried African food, some of the dishes like ugusi and jollof rice and stuff. And yes, I did eat it at a time when I was with my ex-husband, but there were times I couldn't eat it. It's too spicy. It don't agree with my system. It'll make me go to the bathroom and have, the runs, because things just don't agree with your system if you wasn't raised up on that type of food. And I see Americans, we need to start looking at that. We eating, everybody letting people come here and build their restaurants and foods and stuff and sell food here to American people. In the Bible, it actually talks about us not eating foreign foods to your diet. God give everybody their own. Everybody their own in the kingdom. Their own identity, their own diets, their own foods and everything else. It's okay to try it, to share, whatever. And make it yourself if you want to. But I don't trust people that are my enemies, that don't like us, especially American people, to be eating foreign foods from foreigners. Because by you eating their food is giving them that type of power. Food is a soul. It's a soul to food. And the more you start liking their food, the more you start liking them, and the more you're going to start wanting to be like them. Food has a certain kind of energy. And food, that's why black people, we know it's called soul food. When we hear about collard greens, fried chicken, cornbread, and all the things, that ingredients and things that we were raised on, we get happy about that, because we know that's something that we all familiar with and we all grew up on and we all seem to enjoy and love. We wasn't raised on no goat meat, lamb. Now there's some black people that do eat lamb. Don't get me wrong, but it's very rare in our culture that people will eat it. It's not something, it's more like a delicacy to us. It's not really an American food, or kind of meat that we eat. Most meats that we probably eat is pork and beef and chicken and fish. But some of these people from these countries, they eat the rat, they eat camels, they eat all kind of different kind of things in their diet, and it's okay with them. But that's not okay with us, because we not used to that. Some of them even eat dog. Okay, we don't eat dogs. Dogs are our pets. Cats are our pets. Some countries they eat it. They eat their animals, they pets. Okay, you got to be very careful with that. But anyway, here's this video I came across, and I'm on a roll with this. How I gotta, show how we are different. We're different. We were raised differently. We were groomed differently. When we came here, everything about us, our language, the way we our personal views and everything else is different. Our culture, our even the way we talk. It's places in America that talk different from me. We all have our own different languages. Even in America, we all got a different accent. I can't hear my accent, but somebody that's from a different city or a different state, they can hear my accent. From the South, they can hear my accent, and us from the North, we can hear theirs. We're different. Okay. Here it is that these Africans are cloning themselves to close their borders. Like, really, who wants to come there? Who really wants to go there? I know I don't. I see the way y'all live over here and act over here, and some of the things I see on TikTok and on the internet. I don't think I'll be visiting that country at all. It doesn't. I don't feel safe. And it's people that's supposed to look like me. I don't feel safe around, and that's not good. It's just too many of y'all. It's overwhelming. I like to see a country where I see it's prosperous, but I don't see prosperity there. I just see people going, living together, and all clumped up on each other, and there's really no space. It's just like everybody is just, I don't know. I'm not used to that.
Indefinitely. Niger has barred the issuance of visas to U.S. nationals, effectively blocking their entry into the country. No timeline, no exceptions announced. According to Niger's state press agency, the move is rooted in one word: reciprocity.
These countries got the nerve to talk about they want to ban America. If America never stepped in to help these third world countries, where would they be? Where would they be? We just letting y'all go. We don't care. We just letting y'all go on and do what y'all got to do to build up your own. That's all. We don't care. We really don't care. It's just too many of you. Okay? You had too much going on. You too far behind. You need to catch up. You need to learn from your mistakes. You need to learn about Jesus and come into the marvelous light. Because when those countries over there were suffering, where was Ibrahim Torre? Was he trying to go over there to Nigeria to help those poor Christians over there that are being butchered and killed by militants or by Islamist terrorists? He didn't go over there to try to save them, did he? He didn't bring his army over there to say, look, to their government. So we trying to back off. We should just back off. Okay? Because they doing that to each other over there. We don't need they stress. Let's continue to be the civilized nation that we are and keep building and growing and doing what we got to do on our soil and to make our nation great. We don't need that they could stay right over there in they wars and they civil wars or whatever they having over there, and they shithole country and living in their huts and everything else. We don't need no more stress. Okay, we good. That's all I wanted to say. We good. But let me let you listen to this.
Washington recently placed Niger on a U.S. travel blacklist, and Niamey has responded in kind. This is not just a visa dispute, it is a declaration of sovereignty. Earlier this month, U.S. President Donald Trump signed a sweeping decree expanding America's travel restrictions. Among the countries hit hardest, Niger, along with Burkina Faso, Mali, South Sudan, and Sierra Leone. The U.S. administration cited terrorism in the Sahel, kidnappings, and alleged visa overstays by Nigerian nationals. But in Niger's capital, the message is clear. If Nigerians are not welcome in America, Americans are no longer welcome in Niger. The ban applies to all U.S. nationals. Immigrant visas, non-immigrant visas, all suspended. And it takes effect at the start of 2026. Behind the policy lies a deeper geopolitical shift. Since military coups reshaped governments in Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali, Washington has moved to diplomatically isolate the region, cutting development aid, downgrading partnerships, and tightening political pressure.
And then we have this Nigerian woman. She's online. She's telling President Trump he is welcome in her country after he done threw a bomb over there. I told you these Africans ain't gonna stick to their word. They not. They are not. Okay, because they already saying President Trump is welcome in Nigeria, even though he bombed them. Okay, and if you think I'm lying, nobody can take them serious. Having their little tantrums over there. They need to stay in their country and get it together. Where is that? Where is that video? I know I had that. I just saw the video somewhere. The woman is actually here. It is.
You know the place where you're supposed to go, Donald Trump.
Look.
Not Donald. How many times I called you? Una see where our politician, where they come. Una see as road fine. Una see na UK be this one, na UK I did. I just they wake up this morning. Una see where they bring their children. All those bad hair, where they come. Everywhere go fine. The road go fine. Mona go Europe. UK not even fine. Even say Mona go Europe. Everywhere go fine.
She said,
Una see
Donald
where they
Trump,
bring
you're
their children,
welcome
come they
to
hide.
Nigeria.
Not because of that one.
Nigeria,
You are welcome.
America.
Hell, I just they wake up this morning. Wait till I they see. So if I say if I do this video for his house, wait till I again. I need to do this video for outside. Hey, God damn it. Donna. How many times I call you? Hey, wait till America not feel run, it does not exist. Wait till Donald Trump not feel run, it does not exist. Shame on Nigeria politician. Shame on Tinubu. Tinubu, I post it for your face. Shame.
See, she already calling them out. She calling out her own people over there in Nigeria. You think you want to go over there? Do you really think we want to come over there and your people are still mourning and your people are still in a position where they unhappy and they sad and they don't think enough is being done for them by their own government, and Donald Trump is doing everything for the American people and y'all not even taking care of y'all people over there? And your people are out here calling y'all out. Y'all full of it. Talking about y'all gonna shut down the borders from Americans, then go ahead and shut us down. I ain't got no interest to go in there anyway. So you could do what you want. I pray God will never put that in my heart to go to Nigeria or to any of these West African countries or any country in Africa. I pray to God that never happens.
Shame on you. So person just come in our country. Una no know before person enter in our country. Una no know. Insecurity, not the insecurity. Where they Nigeria. Insecurity where they Nigeria. Oh my God.
America's fed more Nigerians, more people from all them places in Africa, more than they fed any American. So we ain't stressed over it. And no, it wasn't stolen. It wasn't trickery or nothing. It's something that you made an agreement with. And it is what it is. Okay? Before you make an agreement with something, you should make sure you examine things before you say yes. And you even sold your own people out to other nations, and you know you did. So it ain't all the white man's fault, Africa. Okay? It's never always just the white man's fault. Some of you did wrong too. You did wrong to the black, and you still come here to do wrong to black America. So that's why we told Donald Trump to tell y'all to get the stepping. Get the stepping. Anyway, y'all, your girl Casey, I'm good. I'm out of here. I just wanted to just share. I didn't want to miss this one. I did not want to miss this one to share with you. So if you want to go back and watch it yourself, you can see it for yourself. I left it here. You could go see Donald Trump. You're welcome to Nigeria. You just put that in and you will see the video for yourself and what she's saying. And all the other stuff about, us being banned from their country. Like, we really give a hoot. Only people that care is the black people that run over there to do international business with you, but I don't give a damn. I don't got no money over there. I ain't doing no business in Africa. My business stay right here in the United States of America on American soil. Because this is I'm home. And my money comes home first. Home first until we people get ourselves together over here. Then we could probably think about helping other people. But right now, we got a lot of work to do here in America for ourselves.